Hello guys, welcome. And we are in the new E-Class. So this is the facelifted model, the sedan variant. So the E-Class was the most popular model for the Mercedes-Benz and still is. So it was sold in 12 million units since 1946, and the current generation was sold for 1.2 million since 2016. So here with the facelift we have newest updates on this really popular sedan. So in the Mercedes-Benz lineup you have several different sedans, such as A-Class sedan, then C-Class sedan. Here we are in the E-Class, and the top of the line is the S-Class, recently launched as well, the new generation. So we are here in 400D, as I said, inline 6-cylinder diesel. We have twin turbocharging on this particular diesel engine, and it develops 246 kilowatts or 330 horsepower, and also 700 newton meters of torque. So from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour or 62 miles per hour it takes only 5.1 seconds. And this engine is coupled to 9G-tronic, which is 9-speed automatic transmission. So let's try and speed up here from 80 to 130, which is a speed limit here. Okay, so that was really quick. So as you can see, this car has a very nice interior. So here on the new section of the highway, and you can see that this car can drive itself. So let's try this. Can you see? It holds the line very nicely, and also this is called D-Tronic Plus. And also with D-Tronic Plus you have a system which has a radar at the front badge, and it actually measures the distance between you and vehicle in front of you. So you have safe driving basically, and you have safe distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. You can set it in 4 different levels. After the system stops at the traffic light, then it can move with the car in front of you without you tapping into the accelerator pedal or in the traffic jam. And if it's longer than that time, then when you just tap just a little bit and the car will speed up automatically. We are also testing here the fuel consumption, because diesels are well known with fantastic fuel consumption. So right now, after 22 kilometers, which is like, I would say, 15 miles, we have 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers. I will put the MPG on the screen as always. This is just unbelievable and fantastic fuel consumption for such a heavy car. This car weighs 2 tons, so this is absolutely incredible. So you can definitely feel that you are in a large executive sedan, because this car has presence and it has a lot of mass around you, so you feel really safe with this car. So this car has the latest assistance systems, such as Parktronic with new level, so it can park also between the lines, not just between the vehicles like it was before, but also between the lines where they are marked and there are no cars around. Really nice. We have blind spot monitor, which can also help you with ambient light flashing red if you want to change lane and there is a car. Overall, this car works so nice for a long distance travel, and this is one of the best cars which you can get for a long distance road trips or business trips. And according to many people, I personally didn't have a chance to drive BMW 5 Series or Audi A6, the all new models, but to many other people, this is one of the best, if not the best, in the class. So really nice. Today we have really strong winds, up to 30-35 kilometers per hour, which is like 25 miles per hour, really strong wind, and probably we are facing that wind right now. That's why we have a little bit more wind noise than it would be usual when the wind would be like not as strong. But you can only hear it visually, you don't feel anything on the car. The more weight you have on the road, the better has the car the traction, especially when the road is dry, obviously. Not in snow. In snow it could be a different situation, but definitely in dry and also in wet, I would say, depending on your tires, is the more mass, more kilograms, more weight you have on the road, the more grip, more safety, and more wind resistance you have. So we can now speed up, and you see the car didn't speed up because it can see this lorry here. So now we can try 130 kilometers per hour, which is like 80 miles per hour. And I can tell you I'm driving A-Class for I would say 2.5 years. I had two A-Class vehicles, the new model, and this feels definitely like it hides the speed a lot more, because in my A-Class it's a brilliant car, no doubt about it, but it's 2 levels lower than the E-Class, and you can feel that here you have 2-ton vehicle, which is yeah, really massive, and that you have a really nice force. So here we have a larger 12.3-inch screens. So this is nicely loaded up, AMG line. You can see steering wheel, all new steering wheel, and it has more thicker grip here at 3 and 9 o'clock, and the steering wheel is now capacitive. So we can try a lower speed limit, so 115 kilometers per hour. This is around 68 miles per hour, if I'm correct. I will put on the screen. And this is average speed limit, because I checked in the US you have different speed limits based on the state where you are living. From 60 in Texas is like 80 miles per hour. So yeah, in Texas is basically like here, but everywhere else is a little bit lower depending on the state. So I would say this is average speed limit in the US. Why you want this car is basically you want to be less exhausted when you are traveling a lot, and after you reach your destination, then you are much less tired than in any other car, basically. So we can try now sport mode, Sport Plus. Let's do Sport Plus. So let's go. Okay, so we are at speed limit basically. So the power is so like smooth, as I said. It's really amazing. Okay, so we are now back in comfort mode. I will try sport mode more a little bit later, and yeah, you can hear a little bit less now the wind. So basically wind is blowing this direction, so now we are going, or maybe like this, but basically now you can hear the wind less. Absolutely, I hope you can hear it too. Let me know in the comments. So right now we are at 9 gear, 133 kilometers per hour, which is like 82 miles per hour, and 1.6 thousand RPMs. So really low RPMs, and that's great for fuel consumption. So here we can check fuel consumption at the moment. So right now it's around 6 liters if you're going on a straight. straight stretch of road, depending on the wind, etc. So you can have a really great fuel consumption with this car. So in the E-Class you have also 4-cylinder diesel and petrol engines, as well as plug-in hybrids. So I think you should be fine even with the 4-cylinder, to be honest. Why not? If you are using the car for driving like this, you don't need a lot of power. You just need to get on that speed. So mostly where you will use that power is if you're overtaking somewhere and you have additional maybe people on the board, and then you need more power to overtake other cars faster, and that would be main purpose, to have a stronger engine. Otherwise you should be fine even with E200 or even E300. Why not? And here on the steering wheel you control the active cruise control, adaptive cruise control, D-Stronic. So basically with D-Stronic Plus you have active steering. You can just hold the steering wheel and the car will turn for you. So you can just hold it. You can see start the Vitality program. Energizing coach wants to recommend me Vitality program, maybe thinks that I'm tired or something. So now you can see it holds the line really nicely. After a few seconds it will tell you to grab a steering wheel, because this is not autonomy vehicle just yet. And next year in Germany should be first a country which has level 3 of the autonomous driving in the new S-Class. So we will see about that and how it will be. Visibility from the car is excellent. You have also sunroof here, which is quite long and it brings a lot of light to the cabin. We have 3D Burmester sound system. So let's test this expensive 3D surround sound system, for which costs like 5 grand. I will put the price on the screen. It's really expensive, so yeah, let's listen to the song. This is 30%. Alright guys, so now in the city, heading to the forest. So you can see here the route guidance. I set it on my destination. It also has augmented reality, so it will show you where you should go. Now it's stopping, so this will be interesting. So how it will stop? I have it on 2 cars distance. So probably it will slow down because yeah, it doesn't stop yet, but it's keeping distance and speed. The slowing down is okay, so it should stop now, hopefully. But this car is going away. Okay, so I should stop now because it doesn't stop on the red light. You need to stop yourself, but the traffic light. Okay, so now you can see here. So with my own eyes I cannot see on the traffic light because here is a mirror, so I cannot see. So it's much more comfortable to check it here on the screen when is a green light, and I can go. And this will pop automatically on the display. Okay, see? So I can go now. And if I tap to the automatic cruise control, it will set the speed which I will set there. Okay, so 53, which is like 50 for GPS. It's also steering in the lane, and I can have map here, but personally I'm used to have map on this side, but you can have it also here. I think on the next stop I can show you. So this is also interesting and nice, so why not? And here also I have to brake because it's a red light. I didn't plan this, but I didn't turn at one junction, so yeah, this is the route which a car recommended to me. It's some residential area. This was the shortest turnaround, so it will be just a little bit, but we can actually test the air suspension here. Yeah, it works really smoothly. That's very good, very nice, and yeah, it feels really good.
Prepare to turn right.
Okay, so right now I'm at the city freeway, city highway, we can say, and my cruise control is at 90, set to level of 2 cars. I will probably set it to 3 cars because it feels like I'm quite close. So the system works really nicely. Now it sets the distance between me and the truck. Maybe we can go, yeah, I would say 3 is, I feel a little bit more secured with the level of 3 cars. Level of 3 lines, actually, I would say, not 3 cars. But it's about 3 car lengths, I would say, on average. You can even set it to a level 4 and you should be fine as well. So now it should brake. Okay, yeah, it's braking. So we can go here and change the brightness to +1, +2 maybe. Okay. Now this road is really smooth, so the noise from the tires is lower. 90 kilometers per hour is the speed now, which is like 60 miles per hour. And here in this part I want to show you driving on this mountain road near in the forest, but yeah, it's a little bit dark now, which is good because we can see the ambient lighting. So 400D is 6-cylinder inline engine, and this engine is coupled with 9G-tronic. This is unbelievable smooth engine, really great. We have multi-beam LED headlights, and when I drove on the highway I thought it's a little bit windy, right? But it's super windy. It's yeah, after a few seconds outside you are really suffering, and it's even hard to walk. So to have this little wind noise right now, it's just unbelievable achievement by Mercedes-Benz. This car feels really safe and really agile in the corners as well. We can change this mode from Comfort to Sport Plus. just because we have some corners here, but this car can handle them really well. We are on a full snow winter tires. It's almost freezing point now, 3 degrees Celsius. And if you change the temperature inside, you will see that the ambient lighting changes its color. So if I want to have a cooler temperature, it will go into the blue. Can you see? And into the red. But only on my side. If I do that on the passenger side, it will do that as well. In the corners, even in Sport Plus, it's not like you would be uncomfortable or anything. This is a really nice level of comfort, even in Sport Plus. But the engine and gearbox, you know, they are much more responsive, so it's much more enjoyable ride, definitely. And behind me there was a car, but when the corners came, I don't even see this car anymore, because yeah, it was a standard car, and you can push this car more in the corners, even though this is not an AMG, it's a Mercedes-Benz version. But yeah, despite that, this is super good in the corners. I have no issue here. Acceleration is fantastic as well. Really nice. But you know, it's like airplane taking off. It's so smooth. It's not like bam like an AMG, but it's super smooth. And I think people which prefer this level of comfort will be super happy with this car. And personally, I like comfort too, so this car is really wonderful. Nothing is rattling in the car. Everything is, you know, top quality from Sindelfingen, from Germany. This car is built in Germany, in the home base of Mercedes-Benz, in the largest plant of the Mercedes-Benz. So a level of craftsmanship and materials and assembly is really incredible. And you know, this feels like a really luxurious and expensive vehicle. You know, you can have fun even in diesel car. 6 cylinders. The torque in this car is just wonderful. 700 Newton meters, and with mild hybrid you have an additional 200 Newton meters. So this car is so powerful, but so smooth at the same time. It's like, wow, it's really good. And you can find this engine also in GLE, GLE Coupe, GLS, in the SUVs, and also in the new S-Class. So how this car attacks corners is wow. You know, you can have serious experience. And I have also a water bottle here also. With my left leg I'm a little bit pushing, so that's maybe in the noise. Maybe you can hear it, maybe not, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was that noise. And I want to show you how the multi-beam LEDs work in the new E-Class facelift. So right now I have it on the automatic high beam assist with the multi-beams. So the parts of the road where there is no car, they are on high beam, and where is the car, you can see that it doesn't shine on that spot. So the car in front of me is not blinded, and the same is for the car which is in the opposite direction, but right now there is no car. But you can see how fantastic, you can see now. Okay, so you can see here how it shades. Only where there is the car, the high beam is not shining on that spot. And you can see the lights which this car has. They are halogen lights because they shine with yellow color, and obviously not as strong as these. So these are just fantastic lights, really great. And I will do the same with my car A220 A-Class, because I have multi-beams too, but these are much better, they have more segments. And then there is a new S-Class with digital light, which is even better than multi-beam, so I will test that too. Let me know if you like this camera angle. And it also shines lower, not in his window, so he's not blinded by this light, because this light is quite strong. So it's super easy to see with these lights, it's unbelievable. It's like daylight. And especially here in the forest, because you can see, you can meet some wild animals, like usually it's deer or wild pigs, or I don't know what, like a rabbit or something. So with these lights it's much easier even to see on the right part of the road. So I would highly recommend to have these lights in your Mercedes-Benz or AMG vehicle. And if you plan new S-Class, or maybe even some models which will come in the future, then also digital light will be there, and already is in the S-Class. And really curious to test it, because I don't know how better it can be. This is pretty remarkable. So you can have it on manual, as you can see here, or you can put it and it will go auto. So even if you want, you can do that manually to control the high beam. So let me know what you think about these lights. So right now in the field, and you have a open area here, some bushes, but overall it's open. Hi Mercedes.
How may I help you?
What's the temperature outside?
The outside temperature is 5 degrees Celsius.
So overall I'm really pleased with the E-Class, and I think it's a fantastic car for longer drives. It's so comfortable on the highway. You don't feel that you have the speed which you really have, so it's masking its speed so well. It's really great. So right now the right side is light up, so I can see better the right part, but now it's not. So by the way, in the city center where you have street lights, this function doesn't work with multi-beams, so it's only outside of the city where you don't have street lights. So if you think that this function is broken and you expect it to work in the city center, then you are not correct, because this works only outside of the city. And you know, strong lights they are about the safety. So if you can see where you are going, if you have any obstacles, if I don't know anything what happens on the road, then obviously the whole drive is safer than with the lights which are not strong. So I recommend to everyone to upgrade to the best lights which you can get at a model which you are buying, because it's very, very important. Unless obviously you are driving always during day, then you don't really need that, but here it's so soon darkness that even now it's not even 5 p.m. and it's pitch black. So during winter it's like that. So we benefit from these strong headlights a lot. The suspension on this car is just magnificent. It's so smooth and so comfortable, the air suspension. In comfort mode it goes over bumps like it's nothing. And the system also can scan the road and prepare the suspension for the uneven bumps and stuff like that. So just unbelievable level of comfort, and I'm really curious to see what S-Class will bring, because it needs to be better, otherwise why would you pay more for the S-Class? It has to be better. But with this one, with E-Class and GLE, I think you can maneuver in garages and stuff like that, but places like that. But with S-Class, it's with real steering, yes, it's easier, but didn't have a chance to try the 10-degree steering, but maybe it's as good, so it's much easier. I need to try that. Okay, so little acceleration. This is crazy. So inline 6-cylinder diesel engine with twin turbocharging, 700 Newton meters of torque plus 200 Newton meters more, so you have a really great push into the seat, and acceleration is just amazing. Alright guys, so let me know if you enjoyed this video and what do you think about these lights. And guys, give this video a like if you enjoyed this video. If you find it useful, then don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you are notified for all new videos. So guys, thank you very much, and I will see you soon in the next video. Have a wonderful day.